What's up, guys? Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles. Today I'm bringing you another episode of Keep or Cancel. This series is an exercise in critical thinking when it comes to keeping credit cards with annual fees open. Most of us know that we as people, we grow and we change. Sometimes our credit cards need to change as well. Annual fee credit cards need to be evaluated or even audited each year. So that's what we're going to do today. There isn't a downgrade path for this card, so let's talk about whether we're keeping it or we're canceling. Before we get started, you guys know the drill. If you get any value or any entertainment from this video, please slap that like button. And if you want more videos about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel, then subscribe. With that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, guys, if you are a fan of the channel, you know that Hyatt cards and the Hyatt hype, they get a lot of heat from me. I've often said the best Hyatt card is the Chase Ink Cash card. So what made me get this card in the first place? Well, I applied for the card when a lot of us creators were testing the Chase 524 waters, and Chad from Chad's Money Minutes was approved for it. So my competitive side got the best of me and I wanted to keep up. I applied for the card while way over 524 and I was approved, and at the time the card was mostly for the bonus. 60,000 Hyatt points helped me book a 2-bedroom suite in Frankfurt, Germany. And honestly, that booking is what made me open up to the Hyatt program. And in 2023, I stayed at more Hyatts than any other hotel brand. Shall I continue movement with the most overhyped hotel chain on YouTube? Well, watch and find out. I'm going to start out by doing an overview of the card, and I'll include my experiences or my opinions with each of these card factors. Afterwards, I'll list some pros and some cons, and I'll reveal my decision. Pretty simple. Let's go. You know, we always start these things with the bonuses because that's what so many of us focus on. Right now, this card comes with a 75,000 Hyatt points bonus. But let's break that down. That's 60,000 for spending $5,000 in the first 90 days. You can earn an additional 15,000 Hyatt points if you spend a total of $12,000 in the first 6 months of opening the card. This offer will end March 6th. Is it worth going the extra mile for 15,000 Hyatt points? Don't answer the question until we finish with the card review, because there are some spending incentives that might be of interest to some of you Hyatt fanboys. I also want to include an Uncle Luke pro tip here. Pause the video and grab your iPhone so you can type a quick note. I have a way to help you in your Chase Hyatt business card journey. Chase will allow you to fund a checking account with a Chase card up to $3,000. Let me break this down with my own example. I already had a fee-free Luke's Points and Miles business checking account with US Bank. So I funded the account with $3,000 with a brand new Chase Hyatt business card. Obviously, I paid the card off quickly and $3,000 didn't quite meet the entire spend requirement, but it sure did help. And I grabbed that bonus in just a week. Before you hit me with one of those negative Nancy comments, you likely won't find any data points suggesting that Chase is in any way, shape, or form against this technique. So let's move along. Guys, comment below the best Hyatt property you've stayed at. I stayed at the Dreams Riviera in the Cancun area. It was pretty awesome, but the 2-bedroom suite in Germany was amazing just for that huge amount of space we had. So how does this card earn? Well, this isn't going to be great news, but here goes. Wading through the confusing info on Chase's card page, the card will earn 4 times at Hyatt properties. Remember, you'll also earn a base rate of at least 5 times just for being a Hyatt member. So that will make this at least 9 times total, but the card is only going to get you 4. Right now, you'll earn double points on your top 3 spending categories through the end of the year. 2 times won't likely knock your Aunt Connie's socks off, but here is a list of the categories. Some pretty common everyday categories, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time on them. You'll also earn double points on gyms and fitness memberships, so you can get all buffed up like your favorite YouTubers. Personally, I don't spend on the card unless I see a great Chase offer attached to it, but I'll talk more about that later. And here's where we get our annual fee. The card carries a $199 annual fee. Most folks that research this card begin scratching their head right about now. How do we make that up? Well, let's talk about it, and trust me, I'm not going to hit you with some magic math just to make it right. First benefit is the card gives you a Discoverist status. You can also gift up to 5 employees that same Discoverist status. Discoverist status is one step up from member, and I will say that for every stay, for me, I've been either a Discoverist or an Explorist, the subsequent next step up, and I've never received anything besides maybe a bottle of water for that status. Trying to be positive here. At least it's a step in the right direction. About those spending incentives, the card will earn 5 tier qualifying nights towards status for every $10,000 spent on the card. Please note, these are not free nights. They are only tier qualifying nights towards status. But if you're dead set on earning that coveted globalist, then spending might be your way there. I don't have any such aspirations myself, as I consider Hyatt a program best for folks not seeking status or even using co-branded credit cards. Remember what I said about the best Hyatt card. But at least we have credits, right? You guys all like credits, right? The card comes with 2 $50 statement credits when you spend at Hyatt each year. This is automatic, and if you stay twice and spend any money at Hyatt, you'll get that easy credit, really making this annual fee more like $99. You'll also be eligible for the Hyatt Leverage membership, and you'll get up to a 15% discount on paid stays. I have used this, and I want to say I got maybe $7 a night off. Hey, a discount's a discount. Value that really however you want. The card has good travel and purchase protections, and as I researched my own card, I realized the card actually has primary rental car insurance when you rent a car for business purposes. That kind of sort of changes my perspective a bit. If you don't have a card that features that benefit and you do travel for business a lot, then that could be pretty valuable. The only thing I can add in at this point is Chase offers. And I say this for the min-maxers out there that will really try to mitigate that annual fee right down to the last dime. I do believe if you keep a close eye on those offers, you'll get 15% back here, 5% back there, and I can see some folks making that work for them. So guys, that is the card. I bet you're thinking, well, that's not spectacular now, is it? What the heck, Chase? If you think that's weird, wait till I tell you that I'm keeping it. Whoa, wait a minute, Luke. You're trimming the lineup and this card makes the cut? Explain, please. Listen, I don't think it's a good card. I don't even think it's worth the hassle just for the bonus. I mean, if you want the bonus, get ink cards with better bonuses. I'll explain a couple reasons why I want to keep this card. One is, I plan to stay at more Hyatts in my future. My traveling hasn't slowed, and it looks like with my Player 2 generating much more income and securing the Chase trifecta recently, that we're going to be in this together. So I'm going to keep this card for the Hyatt stays. I will easily get that $100 in credits, and that just leaves the $99 to justify. I want to maintain a good business banking relationship with Chase, and I think $99 or less could be a bargain for that. Of course, if I'm lucky, I might get a couple referral bonuses, but I won't count on it. The real reason I'm keeping this card is because I sincerely think that a refresh is coming in 2024, and I don't think I would be able to reapply for the card a second time. I think with all this talk of higher end Hyatt cards and with Amex and Wells Fargo making noise, I think the Hyatt cards could possibly get a touch up. If not, I think between the credits and the Chase offers, I can maybe come close to breaking even. And if I ever rent a car for business, which is a fair possibility, then I might even be able to save a few bucks that way. Either way, guys, do I recommend this card? Not exactly, but I can give it another year to see if it still makes sense. If I ever go all in with Hyatt, I will likely want both the business and the consumer cards, assuming a new consumer card ever does come out. Also, guys, I will leave that referral link for this card in the description below. And guys, if you've stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate you. I thank every single one of you.